Tomorrow, lords, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Steelman Outdoors. Or if you prefer, you're right in that. How's it going? Loads of things to show you today. I'm back out in the woods doing a Lavvu camp, and we're going to be taking a look at not my latest purchase. I've had it quite some time, but I haven't used it yet on video. It's the Winnerwell Nomad. I'm not sure if it's the double view or the view, but it's in small, and I've never seen one of them on YouTube. They're always got medium ones. So I'm going to show you how it looks inside the Lavvu. I've only ever used it once, and that was inside the Lavvu, just in my front garden to test it, just to burn it in. It was roasting because it was the height of summer when I bought it. I am roasting at the moment because I've just hiked in, I've just came about a mile from the car, but the amount of gear that I was carrying, I've got sweat on. It was very, very warm. So this is the area I've chose to camp. Just over that way is the area that I usually come to in this wood. You've seen the Lavvu in my very, very first video, in fact, was just over that side near the pine section. This side, I'm not sure what these trees are. They might be beech trees, but it's a bit more deciduous here. So the leaves are falling, they're all over the ground. Temperature wise, it's due to get down to about 4 or 5 degrees tonight. So let's see how the stove performs. And I've also brought my British Army Arctic sleeping bag, which I think is rated down to about -10. So I'll probably have to sleep naked tonight. That'll be a treat for you all. As you can no doubt hear, just in time for the rain. Better hurry up and get my camera in. I also brought the British Army bivvy bag. This isn't for warmth or waterproof, it's just for a bit of bug protection really. The Lavvu doesn't have a bug net, so don't like the ideas of the creepy crawlies crawling over my sleeping bag at night. This should keep them off. That's me bed all sorted. Oh, the rain's really coming down now. Whew. Well, that came out of nowhere, didn't it? It said there might be some showers today, but it absolutely hoofed it down. Oh, daughter's calling. So where was I? Daughter needed to know the Wi-Fi password. Come out to the middle of the woods, you can't escape technology, can you? So yeah, the weather said it was gonna maybe have some showers. It is absolutely hoofed it down. I think I caught some footage, hopefully on the iPhone, just like popped it outside the Lavvu. So we'll get to answer one question which I get asked quite a lot about the Lavvu, and that is it waterproof? You can hear it still, hopefully. Still raining. I haven't even managed to get the Winnerwell Nomad stove set up yet. Literally put the Lavvu up, and as soon as I did, started putting my bed in together, and the rain just came down. So I've had to jump in here as quickly as possible just to keep dry. I did bring some bits of kindling with me and a couple of bigger logs that should be able to split down and put inside. So what I didn't bring was a gas stove of any kind or my Trangia burner. So we're literally relying on getting the Winnerwell Nomad up and running for dinner and for breakfast. Welcome to Steelman Outdoors. got myself a new pillow after the catastrophic fail of my last one in the Peak District, and this time I've gone for something a little bit more plush. It's the Trekology A Luft Pillow Deluxe. Let's hope this one doesn't fail. It comes with its own storage bag. It's actually attached to the pillow. Don't know if you can see that. And then just kind of tucks in itself when the pillow gets inflated. It's got a double valve on it, which I've only just learned. Stuff sack just folds in the back, and the two-way valve clips in. Pretty sweet. Sorry things haven't gone quite to plan. I had grand visions of shots of the Lavvu with the Winnerwell Nomad burning away, showing you how it was put together, the pros and the cons. It looks like I'm probably just going to have to set it up inside the Lavvu, which will be quite difficult to film. Is that thunder? Surely not. That'd be just my luck. So yeah, really sorry that the content might be a bit lacking as to what I'd intended. I'll film what I can for you, and if the rain dies off, it's only 10 to 5, but it does get dark at about 6:15. I think sunset's at 6:20, so we might be okay till, we might get a bit of light till 7:15, and after that it's just going to be dark, so not too much, you won't get too much film in there. So I'm really sorry if this video is just me rabbiting on a bit to the camera. Sorry! Well, we've had a bit of a break in the rain. Managed to get outside my axe and cut up some of them larger logs that I brought with me. The stove is now set up and inside the Lavvu. It is 5:20. I still hear the odd person like walking by. I heard a family whistling for their dog about 10-15 minutes ago. I suspect within the next hour, when it's dark, everyone will have gone home, and then I'll probably think about having some dinner. Just to show you how dark it gets inside the Lavvu, you can still see outside that it's light. There's actually some blue sky over there now. I've had to bring in my camera light just so you can see. So I'm going to show you just how dark it is now when you haven't got a light source in here. And that's with my camera light boosting, so you can see now it's really changing the ISO settings so you can pick me out. But that's just how dark it gets inside the Lavvu, so recommend if you're getting one, have plenty of light sources with you. Unfortunately guys, at this point I seem to have had a catastrophic mic failure. It looks as though in the previous clip when I went to turn the camera off, I've accidentally hit the mic and that has caused it to dislodge, and I've not noticed. I didn't go back and review any of the footage. So unfortunately everything on my main camera from this point on doesn't have any audio. The gist of this sequence though was just to show you how much I enjoyed that beer. I then decided to make dinner, and I had some orange pepper, some fried onions and some pork belly strips that were teriyaki flavour, and they were all cooked up on the Winnerwell stove, and I can tell you right now it was a winner. I'm really sorry that the audio failed and I'm not able to show you, well, I can show you, but I'm not able to share with you the full experience that I had. There are a couple of sequences which were shot on my GoPro which do have audio, so I'll slot them in now so that you can see them. So here's one of the areas that the Lavvu is leaking from. There you go, there's the drip. Straight down onto my bivvy bag. See that here? This is a really good job I brought that bivvy bag, because I wasn't going to. The rain eventually let up, and to give it its credit, the Lavvu did actually stop leaking. I think that's due to the canvas material. When it gets soaked, it then kind of expands, and that's what makes it watertight. I'm so glad that I took my army Gore-Tex bivy bag though. If I hadn't have done that, then my sleeping bag would have been wet, and that wouldn't have been good. In the morning, the Lavvu was still wet, both on the outside and inside. There was condensation on the inside, but after getting the Lavvu home and hanging it on my line to dry, it pretty much dried out pretty quickly. In fact, by the time I've packed it away, most of the Lavvu was already dry. I managed to get the stove fired up again, ready to cook breakfast. I had sausages, bacon, black pudding, and a brew, and boy was it good. It didn't take me too long to pack up either, actually. I was quite organised, so getting all the stuff back into the bag and then humping it back to the car wasn't too much of an effort. And the fact that I'd used a lot of wood and drank a couple of beers and all of my water, it was slightly less heavy than it was before. My apologies once again for the audio. That one's on me, I should have checked. Leave no trace, everybody, as usual, and I'll see you on the next one.